Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm giving you a no BS guide to becoming rich in 2025. Safely, realistically, and without wasting your life constantly thinking about money. So if you're ready to build wealth, enjoy life, and finally take control of your finances, hit that like button and let's dive in. Part 1. The problem. Look, we all know it's hard to save money these days. Everything's getting more expensive, rent, food, subscriptions, you name it. But here's the thing. If you keep spending everything you earn, you'll never get ahead. So let's flip the script. Instead of just surviving paycheck to paycheck, I'm going to show you how to make your money work for you. This isn't some magic trick or get-rich-quick scheme. It's a proven system to save, invest, and spend smarter without cutting all the fun out of your life. Part 2. The Paycheck Rule. The secret is my paycheck rule. As soon as you get yours, this shows you where to put your money. Here's how it works. 25% for fixed costs. Start by allocating 25% of your income to the essentials. Rent or mortgage, food, utilities, transportation. These are your must-haves, the things you need to live. If your fixed costs are higher than 25%, you're probably overspending. Consider downsizing or finding ways to save on everyday expenses. 25% for fun. Next, use 25% of your paycheck to enjoy life. Yes, you're allowed to spend money on yourself. Go out with friends, buy that game, or book that vacation. The key here is balance. You can treat yourself without feeling guilty, as long as you stick to this rule. Now, before we go any further, it is really important to understand that when you have debt, you pay it off before you put money into savings, investments, or high-risk/high-reward assets. When paying off your debt, always use the avalanche method. Paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first, often called the avalanche method, is a smart strategy because it minimizes the total cost of your debt repayment. Here's why it makes sense. 1. Saves you money. High-interest debt grows faster than low-interest debt. By focusing on the highest interest debt first, you reduce the amount of money you pay in interest over time. This means more of your payments go toward reducing the principal balance. 2. Accelerates debt repayment. Since high-interest debt grows the fastest, paying it off first slows the accumulation of interest. This speeds up your overall debt repayment process compared to spreading payments evenly across all your debts. 3. Maximizes efficiency. The avalanche method prioritizes the most expensive debts first, making your repayment efforts more effective. It ensures that you get the most financial benefit from every dollar you pay toward your debt. 4. Reduces financial stress. High-interest debt can feel like a financial black hole because it grows quickly if left unchecked. Paying off these debts first reduces the psychological burden and gives you a clearer path to becoming debt-free. How it works. List all your debts in order of interest, from highest to lowest. Make the minimum payments on all debts to avoid penalties. Put any extra money toward the debt with the highest interest rate. Once that debt is paid off, redirect those payments to the next highest interest debt. Repeat until all debts are paid off. Example, suppose you have the following debts. Credit card, $5,000 at 20% interest. Car loan, $10,000 at 5% interest. Student loan, $15,000 at 3% interest. If you pay off the credit card first, you'll stop paying 20% interest on that balance, which will save you more money in the long run than if you prioritize the car or student loan. Why not pay the smallest debt first? The snowball method of paying off the smallest debt first can provide quick wins and boost motivation. However, it often costs more in interest over time. If you're motivated to stick to your plan regardless, the avalanche method is a more cost-effective choice. Now that we are free of debt, we can move on and start saving and investing. 20% in savings. Now we get to the serious stuff. Take 20% of your income and put it in a high-interest savings account. This is your safety net. It's there for emergencies, big goals, or just peace of mind. For most people, an emergency fund should cover 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. This includes costs like rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance premiums, minimum debt payments. 25% for investments. This is where you start growing your money. Invest 25% of your income in something low risk but reliable like an ETF, exchange-traded fund. Why ETFs? They're diversified, meaning your risk is spread out. They're easy to manage, even for beginners. 5% for high risk/high reward. Finally, take the last 5% and invest it in higher risk opportunities. This could be stocks you believe in, or even cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum. For example, I personally believe that Bitcoin could have a big future. But why? Bitcoin has a promising future for several reasons. 1. Decentralization and security. Bitcoin operates on a decentralized blockchain network, meaning no single entity controls it. This makes it resistant to censorship, fraud, and central bank monetary policies that can devalue traditional currencies. Its underlying blockchain technology provides high security through cryptographic validation and a global network of miners. 2. Limited supply. Bitcoin has a fixed supply of 21 million coins. Unlike fiat currencies, which central banks can print indefinitely, this scarcity creates a digital gold appeal. The finite nature of Bitcoin helps protect it from inflation, which can erode the value of traditional currencies. 3. Store of value. Bitcoin is increasingly being viewed as a store of value, much like gold. It's portable, divisible, and easy to transfer globally, making it a modern hedge against economic uncertainty, currency devaluation, and geopolitical instability. 4. Rising institutional adoption. Large institutions, including hedge funds, corporations, and even governments, are investing in Bitcoin or adopting it as part of their financial strategies. Companies like MicroStrategy, Tesla, and others have added Bitcoin to their balance sheets. This institutional interest signals confidence in its long-term value. 5. Decentralized finance integration. Bitcoin is becoming a foundation for decentralized financial systems. Although its smart contract functionality is limited compared to other blockchains like Ethereum, solutions like the Lightning Network are enabling faster and cheaper transactions, expanding its utility. 6. Financial inclusion. Bitcoin allows people without access to traditional banking systems to participate in the global economy. In regions with unstable currencies or restrictive financial systems, Bitcoin provides an alternative for saving, transferring, and transacting money without relying on intermediaries. 7. Regulatory clarity. As governments around the world develop clearer regulatory frameworks for cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is often treated as the most trusted digital asset due to its longevity and established reputation. This regulatory clarity helps reduce uncertainty and increase investor confidence. 8. Increasing adoption as a payment method. More merchants and businesses are accepting Bitcoin as a payment method. Platforms like PayPal, Square, and others have integrated Bitcoin transactions, making it easier for consumers to use it in everyday life. 9. Strong network effects. Bitcoin benefits from being the first cryptocurrency and the most widely recognized. This first-mover advantage has created a strong network effect, where its value increases as more people adopt and trust it. 10. Technological improvements. Ongoing developments like the Lightning Network, Taproot Upgrade, and Layer 2 solutions aim to improve Bitcoin's scalability, privacy, and usability. These enhancements make it more efficient and accessible for a broader audience. 11. Cultural and ideological appeal. Bitcoin aligns with a growing global interest in decentralization, financial sovereignty, and skepticism toward traditional financial systems. For many, it represents freedom from central authority and a step toward a more equitable global financial system. 12. Long-term price appreciation. Historically, Bitcoin's price has shown significant growth over time, driven by increasing adoption and halving cycles that reduce the rate of new Bitcoin entering circulation. While its price is volatile, its trajectory has consistently trended upward over the long term. Now, this 5% is optional. If high risk isn't your thing, you can always reinvest it back into ETFs or savings. Part 3. No fixed costs? Invest more. What if you don't have fixed costs? Maybe you're still living with family or have super low expenses. In that case, here's what I'd do. Add 15% more to your ETFs, bumping it up to 40%. Take the remaining 10% and invest in a side hustle or in yourself, whether that's learning a skill, starting a business, or buying tools for your passion. And don't underestimate that 10%. Building your own business could give you a lot of profit with relatively little risk. That 10% also helped me a lot to invest in myself without feeling guilty. But what if you don't have an income or a paycheck that makes sense for implementing this method? Invest as much as you can in yourself. It's especially important if you're young. Read a lot or listen to podcasts, which are getting better and better. My favorite right now is The Diary of a CEO. When you are older, focus on getting raises. Education is also important, maybe even a degree. With a small paycheck, it is even harder to build wealth, so first, fix that. Part 4. Track your expenses. Now, here's a step most people skip: tracking your expenses. Why is this important? Because if you don't track where your money is going, it's easy to overspend on the fun stuff or even on things you don't need. Use a simple spreadsheet or an app to monitor how much you're spending on essentials, how much is going into savings and investments, where you might be wasting money. By tracking, you'll start noticing patterns, like how much that daily coffee habit actually costs, and you can adjust easily. I use an Excel tool I made myself to track my expenses, so if you are interested in this file, just let me know in the comments. Part 5. Why this works. This system works because it's balanced and realistic. You're saving for the future while still enjoying life. You're building wealth safely with smart investments. You're avoiding burnout by keeping things simple and sustainable. The best part? Once you set up your budget and investments, it runs on autopilot. You won't have to stress over money, you'll just watch your wealth grow. So there you have it, my no BS guide to getting rich in 2025. Remember, it's not about making millions overnight. It's about consistently following a smart plan and letting time and compound interest do the heavy lifting. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below with your financial goals for 2025. And hey, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. They'll thank you later. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.